Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime. Så du min og jeg.
Hi there, Gemini, and welcome to your personal sun sign here with the report with your modern shaman Maria and RainbowLand. This week too I will start with a song that I channeled, and for you it was a little funny because first I could only hear, you know, instruments, and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to remember what that song is because I didn't remember it had any lyrics. It was like piano, you know, Rhodes, I think it was, like, and then some beautiful melodies, and like it goes like this. Finally I found it. Hey oh mama, hey do die, hey oh mama, hey oh, mama, do die, hey oh mama. I would play it if it wasn't because of the copyright situation. But if you go in and search for Hey Oh Mama, I think it was Hey Oh Mama, you will find it. It's a 90s song that's just like, it's very shamanic, it's very, you know, we have Regulus right now in your 4th house. Regulus is one of the fixed stars connected to the lion's heart, you know, the king, the ruler, and Regulus is in a grand trine in your 4th, between your 4th, your 8th with Saturn, and your 12th house with Uranus. And these are all intuitive houses dealing with the past, of letting go, behind the scene actions, and shamanic, deep shamanic work. On a deep level, cutting to the core. And this hey oh mama, do do die, hey oh mama, hey oh. It's about getting back in touch with our own nature, our own inner nature. Getting back where we are out of our heads and into our bodies, and in contact with our bodies, our souls. So that we don't attach to little mental things and stories about our lives and what happened, what didn't happen, and how it should be, and blah, 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 blah. Because Mercury tends to, you know, yeah, but they used to do it like this, or we can't do it like this because science proves, or you know, experience says that if you do this, that's what happens, and blah, blah, blah. Out of the head into just being in the flow, just like nature. It doesn't ask, oh, excuse me, my flower needs to open now, can it do that? No, it opens as it opens because it's in a flow, you know, in a stream. And this song was without a text for you to try to, you know, you have to surrender to life. These are the greatest lessons for you these times. Surrender to life, you have to. I know maybe I keep repeating the same thing and you're like, what is that weird girl talking about? I'm talking about it because I went on that journey. You know, I was forced upon that journey. I had Uranus, as you have now in your 12th house, 14 years ago. And man, I was forced to live in nature for 7 years. To get out of my head, to get out of all the ideas I had about how life should be and not to be, and get in and feel nature. In contact with nature, walking the dog, Mooney, that just died. Every day, sitting up a tree, meditating, feeling nature, stop thinking. Every time I was thinking too much about something that my ego wanted or how things should be, blah, 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 I could feel that was creating tension. Anything that was beautiful and not creating tension was when I was not thinking. So maybe this is kind of like a rough assignment. So actually we should take the rest of the report as we look upon nature, as I sit here. Oh, sorry, I was filming into the ground. It's a little heavy to hold. So we sit here at our new home here in Denmark, where you can actually look upon nature and see the rain fall in the lake out here. Wow. So how does the energy of the partial, you know, solar eclipse feel for you? It's still in the air, you know, from last week. Did it give you a lot of mental energy or more capacity generally, and energy and the ability to think more clear? Probably did, and I know this is in contrast a little bit to what I just said, but actually you'll get a clearer thought if you stop thinking about what you should think about and let the thoughts come to you. And maybe the solar eclipse helped you do that. So it's important for you to take the things you got from this eclipse and call, and you know, and to put it together with what really matters for you on a deep, deep, deep level. Because we had Pluto in your 8th house, also involved in the process in a King Kongs to the Sun at the beginning of this week. And this is also always a little weird and can be a little difficult. And Pluto has to do with power, jealousy, controlling behavior, you know, death and rebirth, going deep within your more psychological side, part of your nature. So maybe there's someone in your life who's like that, you know, jealousy, controlling, or maybe you are in some way. This is the negative side of Pluto that can also be so transformative and change your life in beautiful ways. But Mars is actually going in here on the 13th, or it already did, because as you're watching this, we passed that. So that will give you more, you know, desire and feel what it is that you really want, because Mars, the 8th house is naturally ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. And here we always know exactly what it is we dream about, what it is that we want. And with Mars here, and Mars being, you know, the very assertive planet, I just put on my glasses so I can look out into nature with you. Mars being assertiveness, the energy and the thrust to move forward and, you know, do things, get things done. It's moving into your 8th house of your dreams. You'll feel what it is that you desire, what it is you really want with your life, and be honest with yourself about it, you know, because the feelings will be so strong that you cannot mentally go in, maybe this, or maybe that, and more, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. You know, no, because here you feel it, you know, it's the 8th house, and with Mars there, yeah. So if anyone also is playing in that kind of games with you that Pluto can, and there is a chance, since we also had Mercury retrograding in aspect to it, then Mars will give you some more, you know, power to express what it is that you want and what you want with these situations, and not just talk about them, you know, but as an air sign, but actually demonstrating, because now it moves into it's an earth sign, and you know, demonstrating it and closing a door and say, no, I don't want to anymore. You know, where you feel it's necessary to show that you cannot play these games and you cannot be a part of whatever it is that someone is trying to make you feel a part of, or be a part of, that you don't want to be a part of, you know, and they just have to accept it because you have the energy to, you know, show them. And Venus is in your 5th house, woo, yeah, in Libra, so you can really, you know, charm people with your charisma, and, you know, your beauty. You will have a certain glow in your eyes and be charming. And also if you're single, you'll be able to, you know, find someone you really like, or, you know, maybe you will fall for someone that is very charismatic. 5th house is romance, it's also children, but it can also be meeting someone new or renewing whatever you have in your relationship. And when it's happening at the same time as your 8th house is activating, it can both be on a more superficial or talkative level, but it can also be on a very deep level that you connect to someone, maybe a little unexpectedly on top of all what that's happened. But so if you think, you know, that things have been really hard, or it's a really good time to go out and have fun and, you know, water the love life, just like the rain is watering this lake, you know. And enjoy life's gifts and pleasures, take some chances, be creative, unfold yourself. And we shouldn't, of course, forget Mercury, your planet. That is really, really important. I don't even know why I didn't start with that. Of course, we mentioned him, but that's your ruler. So Mercury, your ruler, is moving forward on the 19th. Yay! That's really good for you. Then you finally feel like, okay, some tension can be released, and you can move forward in a new way, but it won't be exactly out of the whole story until the 2nd of September, so you may have to wait a little more before you really feel released. But, you know, as this week goes along, you will definitely, you know, feel that things move forward much easier than it has been doing so far. So definitely good things are coming your way. And as we know, the new Uranus also went retrograde last week, and it's still clashing a little bit with Mars because it's still in this square even though Mars is moving into your 8th house, Uranus is still in your 12th house, saying, you know, yeah, but I don't know exactly what it's gonna do in your life, but it's probably some hidden things. As I said, it's hidden things in these houses that has been hiding away and maybe even been doing so that you haven't been able to connect on a deeper level with people. As I said last week also, something that is preventing you from doing that, but that Uranus suddenly takes to the surface and show you, hey, this is what you need to change if you want to connect with people. This is what you need to remove. And it's been hidden, and it can come as a surprise for you, but probably you've already seen it a couple of times. But you just need to, I mean, if people tell you something, oh, you're always like this, start listening to what is it they're saying. Could it be right? You know, could there be something about what it is they're saying? But anyways, as Mercury is moving forward, everything should fall into place during this week. Or not everything, but some things more than it has been. Remember, we are all on a journey that we chose ourselves, and try to make it fun. With all this 5th house, you have a helping hand, wind in the back as you're biking up that hill. Woo! Nice. And remember to don't follow trends, follow your heart wherever it goes. I want to go. So now it's time for either the collective report or the poem. See you next week. Don't log out. Remember to see the last part. Yay! Good things, bad things, what we carry around and how we can use it. That's what our horoscopes tells us, what our forces are, but we can always contact our heart for answers, because we know and hold all answers inside of us. And these times, we feel what we truly, really want and desire. And if you're in any doubt, meditate with Neptune in the Pisces, meditate upon it, go into the forest, take a walk when you get stressed. Mars in Aquarius is learning to be detached from the ego. It's learning, because Mars is usually my wants, what I want to do, assert towards, and but in Aquarius, it's detaching from the ego being this one thing and starting to see itself as a unity with the rest. So this is a poem about Mooney, my big dog love. Before we start, you now see a clip, 2 clips where she was in a music video. 2 music videos, and she was on television with me in the background. And then you will hear the poem. Thanks for watching.
Maria på iTunes, Spotify og Amazon. Du ligger på de 3. Ja, og så er der RainbowLand.dk, som jeg nævnte før, under music. Der kan du også se videoerne og høre om os. Og
I just we want to photograph you. Sorry.
She's like, Emmanuel and Salim, can you turn back? Can you just turn back?
Oh, sorry, I want.
Poem for Mooney, my beloved fur baby, my best friend, who was born on the 23rd of July 2003 and died here on this very lane right here where I'm gonna stand on the 8th of the 8th 2018, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. This poem is for you. You came to me like an angel in disguise. You came to me like a blessing of surprise. The greatest gift I got in this life, perhaps. A journey of 15 years with your cute little face on our laps. I'm so relieved to know that you now stroll the forever beautiful fields. Here you can rest. Here you can heal. Not a poem, no matter which song can describe just how grateful I am for all of the feelings inside. You taught me to be present. You taught me to be, just to be present in silence. You daily removed my life from the outside world's television and violence. You guided me into the forest to meditate and pray. For a world in peace, you showed me the way. The answer I found in raising awareness by being in my heart here and now, enjoying life to the fullest, sharing the love that I found. This you master of sin. That's why dog is God and you are my eternal friend. I promised Nikolai for your sake not to cry until you had left your body, as I waited for you to die. Ten long hours of seeing you breathe out slowly, fighting to stay alive. This promise I couldn't keep 100%, and my tears keep falling like rain. I miss your cute little face so much that it feels like I'm going partially insane. But deep in my heart, shining a light. It's you, you never left me. I feel you so alive. You show me images of you running the fields of gold. as if you were here, right here, just in another dimension, and as if you never grow old, or grew old, as if you never grew old. It's just my ego wanting you back. You were my best friend as my mother died. It's just my ego wanting you back. You were my best friend as my mother died and I lost love. And all the tests that I tagged. Now I'm here crying, looking at this picture of us. From a day in September 2007, full of adventure and trust. A trust in that life always only gives you the tasks. The tasks we can handle, which will make us grow at last. Moony, my Moony, Moony, my love. Let's go to your grave. Charmer was your name from the breeder, and that's what you are. Ever charming us all in music videos, commercial photos, etc. Just like a star. So intelligent that I cannot believe that I was so lucky to have you next to me. If I was to describe you only in one word, only one phrase, always so happy, is the song I would make about a dog that came down to a planet to love and to play, to teach us all that joy is a choice and that true love never, ever, ever stops. Thank you, Moony, for all that you gave. You are. This is her grave. Here she rests. At this beautiful, beautiful place where we now live, and when we're in Denmark and not in Tokyo. So Moony and I, all the times we shared the most was in the forest, where we meditated every day for 8 years. As we lived in the forest, very close to. She would just sit next to me for hours and hours as I would sit up a tree and meditate with me. Wow. She gave me so much. She means the world to me, and I will keep her forever in my heart, where my mother also is, supporting me every day with all that they gave. So when people die, they never truly die. They stay with us. They're ever so present and alive. We just need to turn inwardly, feel our heart, and dare to open the door and enter and see what lies for us there. All the love that we think we lost, but we never did.
Hi, Pheww. I love a beef. This tree just spoke to me. The giver of this tree. It doesn't want us to. It doesn't want us to tear it down. Shit, man, Mooney.
Easy sliding. Summertime. Så du er min, og jeg er vild med dig.